I'm Stefan Mihailo, news director of the South Shore Press, joined by New York State Conservative Party Chairman Gerry Kassar. Gerry, how are you, sir?
Doing very well, thank you.
Well, even better, because it
Mhm.
appears as though there's a big ruling out of courts that says, and it's mind blowing, we even have to have a court ruling about it, that says citizens are the only ones that can vote in elections.
I had some concern at making it up to the State Court of Appeals because, like you, I didn't really see why the logic would bring it that high, and you never know with that court. But it was a 6-1 decision, and it can't go any higher. And it certainly is reportable and will have national implications as concerning election integrity and the very basic right of Americans to have a vote that is reserved for citizenship. I think, like many, that this was a logical outcome of something that was hard to believe that took place in the first place.
What does the ruling mean here, not only in New York State, but across the country?
Well, in New York State, it certainly means that non citizens are not going to have the right to vote. As far as the country is concerned, like I said, there were two lower court decisions that went our way. We had arguments on the table. There were a number of named plaintiffs. The Conservative Party, under my name as a citizen of New York City, was one of the plaintiffs, but so was the national GOP, the state GOP, and a number of members of Congress. So the implication is that anywhere you go in the country, this case will be talked about if there's a need to talk about it. Hopefully, with President Trump in office, the insanity of this case to begin with, maybe many jurisdictions will not even want to deal with this issue anymore. And that would be a positive thing, too.
I was going to say, is it shocking that you even have to go to court to say, hey, wait a minute, only citizens can vote?
Well, when you live in New York City, you have a different level of shock.
Last question for you, Chairman. Now, thinking 15 steps ahead, is it unreasonable to say, hey, now we need to fight to show a driver's license, to show ID to vote in New York State? Could that be a next step?
It should be a next step. I would say the state legislature, if it actually, and the governor, if they actually wanted to deal with logic, that would be the next step. We advocate strongly for IDs in voting, and in many parts of the country, they do that. I would say to you, we have been buoyed by this, and our strength of conviction, our belief that what we were doing was right. We're going to take the energy from this and push even harder. So, yeah, I'm going to say yes to your question.